All right, so right out the gate,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you. I recommended this to fuck with you. Um,
You did?
I really legit thought you were gonna go grumpy old man on this movie. Like I fucking thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, because I sent you the ticket stub to the second time I went and saw it in theaters. Like I saw it twice in a week. It's that good. Uh, but I was like, okay, this is a really good movie. Either he's gonna like it, or I'm just gonna hear grumpy old man ramblings for about an hour. I can live with that. So of course I sent that your way. And I'm glad you liked it.
Honestly, see, here's the thing. If I've got a good story and competent acting, just likable characters, I'm good with that. It's when it's obnoxious, I have a problem.
Hmm.
So anyway,
Yeah,
we're talking about Clown the Cornfield, directed by Eli Craig. In a fading Midwestern town in which Frendo the Clown was a symbol of bygone success, something reemerges as a terrifying scourge.
yeah, it's so funny that tagline because
I
you
had to
get to the
change
end of the
see
movie.
the see on IMDb, the way that's written is fully retarded.
Yeah, I mean it's IMDb, so whatever. But it's just funny because it's like you get to the end of the movie and you realize, yeah, no, that's been a constant since the inception. But yeah, man, this was great. As soon as I heard fucking dude who did Tucker and Dale versus Evil did a movie about clowns, I was like, yep, sold. I need to
Yep.
know nothing more to go to this movie.
But he's went the darker route. Like the comedy's there, but
Mhm.
he's definitely went the darker route with it. Like Tucker and Dale versus Evil's fluffier.
Yeah, I mean, it,
It's slapstick
just
gore. I love it.
just
Uh,
by the pure like casting of that movie,
yep.
like there was no way in hell it could be a
College kid,
purely dark movie.
college kid. That's about the base. College kids.
Yeah, God, I love that movie so much.
I don't think we've covered it on the channel.
It'd just be an hour or hour and a half of us go, that part was awesome.
Yeah.
That's it.
Whichever.
That's the review right here. Tucker and Dale versus Evil, amazing,
Yep.
perfection.
I'll cut that bit and I'll be in its own video. That's all we need. Yeah, it's not it's a slasher,
Hmm.
but it's a comedy slasher, but it also takes tried and trusted tropes and just gives them a wee bit of sparkle.
Hmm.
Puts a wee bit of thought of, yeah, we could do this the same way, or we could have fun with it. And I think he's went the direction of, I know this has been done 100 times. Let's have a bit of fun with it.
Hmm.
Yeah. I just love the opening scene. You know you're in for a good time. You got a cornfield.
Oh, 100%. And it's so funny when homegirl takes her shirt off and starts running. It's like, dude, nobody in real life would ever want to do that because that shit will slice your ass up.
Yep. And
Like,
also, you're not going to find your clothes on the way back.
no. I mean, granted, they're teenagers and there's drugs and booze involved. So hey, you don't think about these things.
I love Stoner Boy. He's like, I thought we were getting high. She's like going into the cornfield, and he's just not registering.
Yeah. It takes the shirt coming off to be like, oh, okay. Never mind. I get it. Throws the beer and then starts running after her.
Yeah. It's like, oh dear.
But it's so funny too. Like the first inkling we get of the clown being in the cornfield is in any other horror movie that would be like the oh my god moment. But you just giggle because dude stops because he can't find her and notices from his where his foot is like oh that's a big ass shoe and then makes the joke of damn when'd your feet get so big and
Yeah,
it's
you
like
just know it's
oh
coming.
man it's so fucking funny.
I love these magical cornfields. They all change size and direction. It's like the run a few meters in, and it becomes miles.
Mm,
And it just magically, depending on the plot, that rotates and changes and gets bigger and smaller and moves over to another field so they come out somewhere completely different.
right. I'm convinced that cornfields are in fact in the tall grass if you've ever read that
Oh
book.
yes, I've watched it as well.
Yeah, I'm convinced every single one is like that.
Covered. Don't know if I covered it or just watched it. Yeah, it's a good movie and good story.
Yeah, love that shit. Yeah, so funny.
Yep. But then of course, it's the squeaky shoes.
Yeah, it kills me
That's
every
it. It just
like it's majority of the time I can't imagine why people are scared of clowns. I mean, of course you got your obvious shit of like, Pennywise in both iterations of it. Outside of that, it's like I've never found clowns terrifying. Um, But yeah, just something about the way this shit is shot and the fact that it's so unabashedly funny. Like, that's the part that gets terrifying because you're making a squeaky shoe become a part of the oh my god. Like, that's like, Jason's heavy breathing or Freddy's claws dragging up against a wall, but it's a fucking squeaker. So goddamn funny.
Yeah, but that also shows the fact that you don't care about getting found or what. It only squeaks at a certain point.
Yeah, shit's
And of course,
so
we've got
good.
at the start, she's playing with a little music box.
Mhm. Yeah, man, I really hope they do a special edition release and it comes with one of those because I want one so bad.
Yeah, that's one of them fun things. Just it's amazing how those toys, like they stand the test of time. Like people would still enjoy them. It's just a
Mhm,
simple thing. But yeah, and of course we'll have the tried and tested trope of you just buy a random house and you immediately move in
mhm.
just because reasons.
I mean, hey, if it's cheap and in the sticks, I get it.
Yeah, it's just every horror movie. I
Mhm,
just bought this, and we're all moving the entire family here. No research, no thought, nothing. Let's just do it. Boom.
mhm.
That's never going to go wrong.
I mean, at least the nice thing with this is as the story progresses, it makes sense. Unlike the majority of horror movies that have that trope where it's just never explained, it's just accepted.
Mm. Yeah, well, it just comes with a job. He can't work in the ER anymore after his wife, uh, Quinn's mother, passes, and yeah, it's basically a coping mechanism.
Mhm. Yeah.
And the house sort of comes as part of the deal. So fair one. You
Mhm.
can see it. It's like becoming a lighthouse keeper or something. I mean, the sort of house, sort of a school caretaker. Sometimes the house comes as part of the job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like the fact that they did it. But once again, they've taken a tried and tested trope, added a wee bit extra to it,
Mhm.
so it's not completely dumb. That's things that I appreciate. It's just that wee bit of extra effort.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't stop treating horror fans as if they're morons.
Right, it's like this isn't the kind of movie to treat us like morons. Like, there are those movies, but this is definitely not
And
it.
they're the ones I hate. That's why I hate them. Because it's like you're being treated like you're an absolute imbecile, and oh, you're only a horror fan, and I don't give a shit. I'm just doing this till I make it big. Fuck you. Have the slop. And that's why I go, do you know what? Piss off.
So I don't
Where
know,
just
if it's intentionally stupid, but actually well done intentionally stupid, I'm all
But that's
for it.
different. That once again, that's different again. That's
Fair.
they're having fun with the stupidity of it. But it's the ones that are just lazy. What's one review there? Death of a Unicorn. The dialogue in that is atrocious. It's just so clunky and horrible. And each scene it's like two bricks smashing one scene into the next, and horrible.
Let's say, wasn't that Ryan Johnson?
No, something else. It was an A24 movie.
Yeah, I don't know
I
why I
would
was
not
thinking that
watch
was.
anything. If I see that kid's name, I'm not watching it.
See, that's
Simple.
a fucking hard thing, man. Like,
It's not hard. You just go, fuck
it's
you.
what about May?
Never watched it.
Ha You need to watch May.
No, fuck him.
Like, technically, he's only
Fuck him.
the edit no, he's only
Fuck
the
him.
editor. I mean, you can
Fuck
say
him.
that as many
If
times you
his
want,
name's
but
on it, the project should be
May
poison.
is one of the greatest, bleakest movies ever made.
See, that's why your
You should
franchises
watch
are
it.
shit.
What
That's why your franchises are shit and burning to the ground.
the fuck are you talking about? This is before any of that shit.
Doesn't
This is
matter.
like,
Anything with
May
him in
was,
it,
like,
now he should just be
2000.
poison. Anything
Alright.
with his name on it, just disregard. Doesn't matter. Just disregard. Make
I mean,
him a
that's
pariah that anything his name appears on instantly turns just will not be entertained, and you'll solve your problem.
no, May is a fantastic movie,
Doesn't matter.
and I will scream that from the
Scumbags touched
rooftops.
it, so
I mean, to
collateral
each their
damage.
own, I guess. Tell us how you really feel about Ryan Johnson. Jesus. Here's one of the greatest horror movies ever made. No, I'm not gonna watch it. Harumph.
Yes, fuck you. It's called having principles.
That's like all the people that hate Harry Potter anything because one fucking person tied to it's a cunt. It's like, dude, there's more than one person that makes a piece of art.
I watched that when I was a kid, young adult, and then that's it. No desire to revisit. I don't know they're doing stuff now, and I don't care. It's like
Yeah, I mean,
not even
fuck.
remotely.
I have such a finite amount of time to watch anything that it's like, yeah, no. If I'm gonna
Not a
watch anything Harry Potter, I'll just watch the fucking movies again.
yeah. Not don't even do that. Yeah. I like the fact that they actually have a semi like an actual father daughter relationship. Like those things that become illegal, like not allowed.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is it's such a cheap, easy way to start conflict is to be like, oh, well, clearly, they had this traumatic thing, so they don't get along anymore. It's like that's stupid. It's like reality is you have a shared traumatic thing, chances are you're probably going to get closer.
Mhm.
And
But
I
it's
mean, of
always gonna
course,
come up and raise its head, because people have
yeah,
different coping mechanisms.
yeah. I
This was
mean,
done quite cleverly in this.
yeah, no, I thought it was done beautifully, like, and frankly, more realistic than the majority of movies that are out there with the same trope.
Mhm. Once again, that last one I watched, Death of a Unicorn, just it was clunky as hell, shit,
Mm,
and just it was just exactly the same thing. The mother passed, but they did the typical, "Oh, no, you can't have any familial relationships because 'cause they're illegal," and this actually does it well. They're close, but he's obviously coping his way. He just wants out, no reminders. We didn't need it. We got hinted at that she might have worked with him in the ER, or he was it was in the hospital that he worked at that she was brought in. Something happened there. We didn't need the full story, but we got the idea.
mm,
But his coping mechanism was he needed to be away from that, couldn't work in that environment anymore, and he just needed like no reminders.
mm. Yeah, I mean, it's
Quinn
totally
needed
understandable.
familiarity. She needed to be among her friends or her peer group. That was her
Mhm.
way of coping with it, and they're completely diametric. So that's what the conflict comes in.
Yeah,
But once again, it's not overdone. It's only a moment's of tension. Like she gets caught doing something stupid, it comes out because that's what teenage girls do anyway. They deflect.
I
So
mean, that's when they start to develop their magical powers of making it your problem or your fault.
yeah, but that's that's realistic. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It wasn't, and it didn't take over the whole story.
Yeah, it didn't need to, and it's like it more and more came out over time, but it was sprinkled in ways that actually made sense. Like finding out around the fire that her mom OD'd, that's how she died. But it fit well. It tied together. It gave them a thing to bond over. The shared loss essentially.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, they were still true to each other. Still were a family. Still loved each other.
Yeah.
That was apparent. Never got messed with.
Hmm.
Where you see so many snarky, bitter movies, misandry, hit men hating. Oh, the father must be hated and degenerated at all times
Hmm.
for some reason. It's like, okay, right, that's really helpful. How's everybody doing today? Oh, everyone's depressed and on edge because there's no family in it. Yay.
Right.
But yeah, that's good. I like the idea that okay, you've got a hick town, but it's got internet. So what do? You make found footage videos, and the scumbag kids are basically YouTubers.
Hmm.
Like they're not a all they're doing is making dopey videos, which actually the production quality of them's fantastic.
Yeah, I
Which is like, hold
That's the
on.
thing. It's like, how the fuck are you guys actually doing that on your phones? Like, I mean, I understand that you can make movies with your iPhone and shit, but it's like you still need like the packages, like lens packages, shit like that to make it look like cinema. But yeah, no, like they're it's like I would watch those. I mean, I
They would
fucking
be
hate
viral. They
YouTube,
would
but
be
yeah.
100K views videos. If
Hmm.
they were coming out and they were making those videos, and the way they were sort of doing it was almost like on a weekly basis, a new video was coming out.
Hmm.
I'd like they would be minted. They would actually have their own money from ad revenue.
Yeah.
They'd be minor celebrities. But yeah, in Hicksville, where obviously as things transpire, they're all a bit tapped in the head. Um, yeah, that's the troublemakers.
Mhm.
My favorite scene though has to be Grandma Gladys
Yeah,
in
that shit is
the
so
off license.
fucking funny. Like, and just the fact that they kept going with it, like, kept taking it further and further, it's just like, man, why the fuck didn't we ever think about that as kids to, essentially rob a fucking liquor store? It's like,
But they
"Oh, yeah,
technically
we could've
didn't
done it."
because they left money.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
actually
they
that was
just
a cool bit as well. The fact they just went, "Oh, there's the money," because they're just
Mhm.
bypassing the legality bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty funny because then he gets called out on it because he's like, "We didn't steal it. I actually left more money than what we took." You fucking nerd.
Yeah, but that was, what I mean, I got it. That was cool.
Mm.
Back in my day, I was the one who always went in because I looked about 10 years older than what I was. So it's the first time I got ID'd in a bar, I was like offended because I've been going to the same bar for years.
And I had that same issue, getting cigarettes, and it was the funniest fucking thing ever. Cause like the smoke shop that me and my friends used to always go to, because we never fucking got ID'd. My 19th birthday, because at the time in Utah it was 19 to get cigarettes. Um, 19th birthday, I go in, I buy a pack of cigarettes. That's the first time they ID me, and it's the owner. And he looks at my ID, looks at me, and it just gets this look on his face of you motherfucker. It was priceless. I was pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, you're just like, I remember just going, you're asking me for ID? I've been coming here for years. But yeah, here you go, if it really means that much to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the fact they're having they're just having a drink anyway, and they're sitting and they have the whole setup where for sake, I forgot who it was. It's the weightlifting guy.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names, and I
Matt.
of course didn't write anything down, so I don't
Yeah, it was
remember.
Matt. Yeah, he comes out and his guts are hanging out. Like bloody hell, just for a wind up. That's brilliant.
Oh yeah, I mean they got a real reaction out of her, so it worked.
That was also she wasn't the. There was every other movie. There was a chance for Quinn to be a girl boss. Every other movie, if it did this, she would just be completely unflappable, stoic, blah blah blah. But they actually have her like a normal human being that you can relate to.
Well, this is like the true final girl. Like
Yeah,
she's not all powerful. Like she's a fucking human, and yeah, of course, did it
that's why
right.
you root for her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why in horror we've always rooted for the final girl because it's been a relatable character. The
Mm-hmm.
girl boss is an obnoxious whore and we can't be arsed. And that's what puts you off. And that's what once again, they've taken that and went, nah, that doesn't work anymore. Out out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just having Quinn, like the fact that she fell for it, and they're all joking with her. That why not? That's great
Mm-hmm.
character development. But I love it when she gets sent the video later, and this is the bit that really sort of hammers it home and really ramps it up. Is yeah, you've got the dressed up spooky clown who Todd was. I think it was Todd. Oh, we'll get to his name later. Anyway, I should always highlight my names because so I can go find them quickly. I need to start doing that. Big yellow highlighter.
Right. I always think I need to add those, and then I fucking forget.
Yeah. But yeah, you get dressed up clown, and then you get spooky clown hiding in the background.
Right. Well, it's so funny too because like it's the same exact outfit because again, it's the mascot of the town, but just something about when it's not one of the kids wearing it, it's so much creepier.
Yeah,
And
you don't expect it. It's like, what the hell? Something's watching us.
mhm,
And at this point, we have no idea. Is it a human serial killer? Is it supernatural?
mhm,
Who is Frendo? What was Frendo? With
yeah.
none of that context. It's just happening. So everything's to play for.
Mhm. Yeah, it's great because it is such a slow build with the reveal that as soon as that happens, it's like, oh fuck, I didn't see that coming.
No, and this is once again, a 90-minute movie
Hmm.
with a slow build, but still has enough action and a great final act where it all just goes batshit crazy.
Yeah, man,
Hmm.
I have no problem with long movies if they're worth it, but God, I get so fucking sick of 2+ hour movies that don't need to be that long.
Yeah, because nobody can edit today because we don't have talented editors anymore. Yeah. So we've got this. Oh, sorry, Tucker. Tucker's the one dressed up in the clown originally.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And then obviously, like you said, we get the whole because Quinn gets caught out back smelling the booze, and this is where the argument happens. Then we find out why the father, because he doesn't want her drinking or taking anything because the mother OD'd.
Mhm. Well, we find out that the
Yeah.
mother OD'd before
But
then,
it's the reaction. Sorry,
but
yeah,
yeah.
it's a reaction of you're going down that bad path. Don't just
Mhm.
the sort of he's trying to be the cool dad, but also he sees the danger signs, so the protectiveness kicks in.
Yeah.
Once again, people are complex.
I know, it's so crazy.
I know,
It's like
imagine
people
that.
have
And
layers.
yeah, and imagine showing a few layers during a slasher movie. That's none of the mainstream movies have been able to do for like about 10 years now. Is
Right.
show a well-rounded character. So we'll have to get a slasher movie to show people how to do it.
I mean,
I love that. I just
that's
love it.
just par for the course, man.
Yeah.
Like horror has always been that.
Don't worry, movies. Horror will save you again.
Always has. It's the redheaded stepchild with a chainsaw.
Yeah. This scene with Tucker. What was he trying? What did he think he was going to do?
Yeah, it's like I get it. You think it's your buddy doing it, but you're like walking around like you're a fucking SWAT team person with a Nerf gun. But I will say, this motherfucker deserved to die. I would kill that son of a bitch myself. Like every fucking light in the house is on, and you're
Yeah,
downstairs playing your drums. Fuck you.
that cracks
Like,
me up.
oh man, I hate that shit. It's like turn off the lights if you're not in the fucking room.
I remember somebody having a go at me. They used to visit my house, just start randomly turning up. Like you're talking 8, 9 o'clock at night. So of course I've moved from downstairs and I'm up, on the computer. What am I going to have my living room light on, my hall light, my kitchen light, my upstairs landing light, my bedroom light on when I'm in the back room.
Yeah, fuck no.
Why do you have all your lights off? Do you just sit in the dark? It's like, what the fuck?
It's like, and if I do, I mean, fuck, that's like 10 o'clock hits and the majority of the lights are off in my house, period, regardless of what I'm doing, because I don't fucking need them on to know what the hell I'm doing. It's my house.
Well, my thing used to be, I had my fish tank and I had the aerator bubbles, but it was like a RGB light that's showing upwards. So I loved, like, once it started getting dark, it's just all the main lights went off and I just had the fish tank going
Mhm.
and that and my lava lamp and just low lighting. And if I was watching something or reading, it didn't matter, if I was reading, the small light went on over the shoulder sort of thing.
Mhm. Yeah,
But
same.
it relaxed, and you're just relaxed, or music playing, loved music playing with just the fish tank going, just relaxing on the sofa, dogs around
Right.
me. Life was
Yeah,
good.
no, sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
And you don't need to turn on lights for that.
No. So yeah, every light in the house, you could just tell this is someone that doesn't have to earn their own money.
Yeah, 100%. This is a fucking rich kid mentality type of character.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't bring a Nerf gun to a knife fight. You're not gonna
No,
win.
no, nope. And clearly he did not. I will say the friendo that took him out, like, definitely smart. Like, oh, I want to kill him in this room. I'm going to throw down a bunch of plastic.
And this, I think this removed this up until that point we didn't know whether it was human or supernatural.
Mhm.
So this is it's human, okay.
Mhm.
Who is it?
Yeah, because it's like at this point, it's like, is it one of the kids? Is it someone else? We don't know, but definitely human at this point.
I love that's right, because I thought if this isn't Mr. Verne, like I'm gonna be disappointed.
Right. Yeah,
It-
and then the reveal, it's like that's fantastic.
yeah. He's a psycho teacher, like he is nuts.
Mhm.
Like, what a thing to react to. He pulls down the old projector screen and it's got him superimposed on it. I'd have done a pose or something. Like,
Right.
yeah, that's right. And laughed it off. He just went ballistic.
It's like I understand, his what was it, brother or sister died recently, but yeah, that's one that's like, oh, you guys stole pictures off my phone or something. Like you make the joke. The dating profile, understand that. I'd be
Yeah, that
pretty
was a bit
salty
much.
about that. But even then, it's still like it's clearly a poorly superimposed head on something else. Like, you got to laugh it off.
It's old school desktop publishing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even like Photoshop or anything. It's like old school.
No, it looked terrible.
But that was clever as well. The exact test papers.
Yeah, I mean that's like
That's ingenious. That's like
100%. Like that's a lot of fucking effort. I mean, that's like late nights sneaking into the fucking school. Like, yeah, that's a lot of fucking effort. And I feel like he didn't appreciate how much effort was put into that prank.
yeah, that's people are thinking highly of you if they want to get you that bad.
Right.
Yeah, but then that's yeah, because that was a bit to let up stay away from that crowd too late or I had detention with them. Yeah, I'm going
Mhm.
out with them.
Yeah. And that's, man, like, I mean, of course I fucked up a lot as a kid because, that's what you do. But I felt so fucking bad for Quinn because it's like, man, I got caught up in shit like that so many fucking times too. Like getting detention because someone else did something stupid and I just so happen to be sitting next to him, or just showing up and all of a sudden like you're in trouble for God knows what reason.
Hmm.
It's like, yeah, that was me in high school too.
Like I just used to rub teachers up the wrong way. There's certain ones that just you think you're having a discussion and don't like it, because you're not respecting their authority. I'm like, what are you talking
Mhm.
about? The minute you say something and somehow the way I say things just really gets people up the wrong way when we're having those sort of conversations. And that's it. You're worse. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Got scrub bags in the back, not doing, not turning up, throwing stuff and all. But for some reason, I got the air of like certain teachers in school, and I just realized, sort of virtue signaling twats, weak people that somehow felt that I was a threat to them
Yeah.
just because I didn't back down over certain things. Especially my RE teacher hated my guts because I didn't believe or wouldn't say the right things or what.
Mm.
I was just like, nah. So yeah, school's shit. I hated school.
Yeah, school is miserable. That's why I escaped through drugs.
But yeah, Quinn's not even in one day, and you're like, nah, that's not right.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a dick move. Like, hey, sorry, they mixed up my shit. Well, fuck you. Okay, I guess.
Yeah, just from the outset. Like I said, if it had been Verne, that would have been just classic. But this movie's not doing that. This movie's doing a lot of setup and making you think things. Like when we meet Ross for the first time, it's like, nah, it's not him. It's too obvious. He turns up the door, no to walk her to school. Then we see the actual parade.
Yeah, that's like you gotta be in a fucking middle of nowhere place for that to be exciting. Like, I mean, parades in and of themselves, like I go to them if I'm in them, but I would never intentionally go to a parade and be like, wow, this is the greatest thing ever. Like you're staring at a bunch of people you know walking. Like, yeah, it's cool.
At least where I come from, the parades have bands.
I mean, this had a band of sorts.
No, I
It
mean
had
just rows and rows of bands. If you look at the 11th of
oh,
July, it's
gotcha.
it's slightly different suites of the bands, play different tunes and stuff, and you flute bands, accordion bands, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a wee bit of walking in between people walking, but I didn't even go to them because there's no interest.
Yeah.
But this thing was tragic.
Right. It was a drum line and then a whole bunch of tractors.
Yeah. And it's the same tractors they've kept every year at that Volkswagen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that Volkswagen's pretty fucking sweet.
But it's the same one, it's the one that they shout every year. And they don't change the paint job or anything.
Yeah.
Nothing happens with it. You just tell. It's all in the one shed. The time to do the parade again.
Right.
But Matt, for the gag.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Unicycling is no joke.
We need to appreciate that this person learned how to unicycle and is not just learn how to unicycle, but when he starts getting chased, he was able to bomb, actually up a gear and go. Like this guy is professional.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's
professional level unicycling.
Yeah, it's no joke. Like if anybody's ever tried to get on one of those, they understand like how fucking difficult that shit is. And he was just making it look like it was as natural to him as walking.
Yeah. Unless they have green screened out stabilizer wheel, like he's got 4 stabilizer wheels and they've green screened it out. Like he made that look so easy. Yeah. And it's the bit where the sheriff goes, I see you, and he just goes, whoops, and away he goes, like full pelt. I'm like, holy shit, that's impressive. This movie, you need to watch this movie for that scene alone, even if you don't like horror movies, even if you don't like slashers.
Well, it's like
just unicycle, just to watch this person fucking bomb on a unicycle effortlessly.
Right. I feel like this is one of those movies
juggling as well. Go forgot that.
Yeah.
He's fucking juggling.
Well, not only juggling, but juggling with shit that's on fire. Like, there's so many layers to this that it the first time you watch it, it's just like, oh, that's fucking funny. And then upon second viewing, you just realize like how fucking complex this is, and that's actually happening. Like, just so damn impressive.
Yeah. And of course, that would have been part of the thing to throw one. That's brilliant.
Yep, it's got to throw one on a fucking pile of dried out corn husks. Because why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah,
and it's just that the domino effect of everything falling apart as quickly and as bad as it could. It's so goddamn funny.
But like I said, just that scene when the sheriff appeared and he just bombs, you're like, yeah, that you win.
Yeah,
right. You're an American.
This is not applicable to me though.
What is this? I mean, I've never seen somebody react with the amount of fear of a manual car as if it's like a nuclear button.
Well, I mean, one, you got to take into factor the drivers around here. But yeah, it's a lot. Most people don't know how to drive manual, and it's insane because it's like that's
First,
what I
second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, reverse.
Yeah, exactly. Not that complicated. I mean, once you get the clutch and gas down, like you're unstoppable. Yeah, I know a lot of people that can't do it, and have just given up trying.
But it was oh my god, it's stick. Fucking overreacting much?
Well, I mean that's part of the funny bit of this. It's the generational humor of us older fucks being like, "Hey, stupid kids," and then the younger kids having moments of stupid adults. Like it's goofy as shit, but it adds to the humor so well.
Yeah, I just find it funny. I'm just like, really. But yeah, Matt. I have to say, Matt's doing his form is terrible. By the way, he's doing the push-ups in the bar. He's arched his back like he's going to do himself a mischief.
Oh yeah,
like they must be polystyrene weights because there's no way he's doing that and not paying something.
Right.
Like I'm just looking at that going, yeah, this isn't going to end well, and they don't need the serial killer to turn up.
Yeah, it's like just give him a couple more years of doing that shit, and he's not going to be walking very well.
Yeah, God. But I have to say, we knew it was going to happen.
Mm.
Full name was telegraphed, but the hacksaw just adds an extra dimension to it.
Yeah, and just so great that we don't get the off the screen. You hear the thud and rolling, like we actually see the head drop and roll. And it's like, damn, that's good.
Yeah, but I love a way because nobody's twigged on this is happening. It's happening for real yet
Hmm.
at this
Yeah,
point. So
yeah, it was just like, oh well, they're clearly ignoring us because they're gonna pull the massive prank tonight.
yeah, I love how they all end up in jail as well.
Yeah, that
Just
shit's pretty funny.
you're like, okay, let's throw them all in jail. Like this poor girl's not even in there 48 hours yet. She's
Hmm.
detention, jail, already got grounded. Like bloody hell.
Yeah, it's like
Quite
all she
sleepy
was
time.
doing was just watching the fucking parade with everybody else. But she fucked up and was hanging out with Cole.
Yep. Not that he's got a big target in his back.
Hmm.
Then I was going to when I have this after party, I thought I was going to make the previous scene redundant at the liquor store because it wouldn't have made sense. Okay, they had to go to all that effort to nick a few cans and a bottle, but all of a sudden they've got this lavish layout for a party, for everybody.
Well, this makes sense if this is something that is done every year, which it is done every year. Like presumably he would have yearly hookups to pay for all that kind of shit.
No, but it was a bit that said they make their own moonshine.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
just
Yeah,
it.
but
This had the potential. Once again, this is just
mm,
clever writing in my
yeah,
it's not hard. That's what I would say. You make a good movie. It doesn't matter about the special effects, doesn't matter about the cast, doesn't matter about the location. If you write a good story and little things like this make me perk up.
hmm
So they're like explaining, oh, they've made their own moonshine, so therefore they're not doing this prank every week at the liquor store for a year to build up the
hmm
booze. They've obviously brought something in, they've been stockpiling, it's been thought out. But just that one little line didn't cost anything, but it validates the previous scene when they wanted just a bottle of something.
yeah,
And it didn't take away from it because this could have just destroyed the previous scene, which was cool. The work that went into that scene just gets destroyed by absolutely making no sense. Well, why'd you do that when you've got all this?
hmm
And one line explains it.
yeah.
As I said, it's clever. You're raging, aren't you? You
No,
you,
not at
you come
all.
in this. You were
I
here
am
expecting a fight.
so I did, and here's the thing. This is not what I expected, but this is best case scenario. You liked something. Like I'm ecstatic. It's fucking crazy.
But these are the things. But I think it's just important for me to explain why I like something,
Mhm.
as why I don't like something, and this is why I really like this movie because the story just takes me along.
Yeah.
I'm not getting derailed every scene with something stupid that takes away the last scene or the premise or the characters. We're
Mhm.
seeing, and the pace in this is brilliant. It's a good pace.
Yeah, no, there's not a single moment that drags. And I mean, it's a solid 90-minute movie, but it didn't feel like it at all.
No,
So when I went and saw it the last time, it was the last screening before it was out of theaters. It was like a fucking 10 o'clock showing or something, and it's on a Wednesday night. Usually I'm already heavily medicated by 10 p.m. and in my jammies and stuff. This I was getting home late as fuck, and it didn't even feel like it was that late because this just flew by.
hmm yeah, and that's it. And all it takes is just like we still haven't got the reveal yet,
Mhm.
and we're well 2/3 into this movie,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean,
it's not like nothing's been happening.
we've got the two kills like that we saw, and yeah, it's like, is it one of the kids? Is it one of the parents? Like, who the fuck is it?
But it's all happening in secret as well because they're still carrying
Mhm.
on. So there's enough of a plot that they're carrying on. It's all sort of happening in the background because
Mhm.
uh, Tucker hasn't been found yet. Nobody knows, and Matt hasn't been found yet. It's not like they're just not answering their phones,
Mhm.
and it's all expected that everything's going to go swimmingly.
Yeah.
Here's the bit that obviously Quinn and Cole slope off to get the dirty on, and I'm like, I couldn't figure out what he said. I know he was saying slower and slower and something,
Mhm.
she was getting amorous and he wasn't. But I thought he said the music just my only complaint was the music was set kind of going over his voice. I couldn't get what he said that really set her off.
And he just kept saying slower, like, basically, he was trying to tell her to stop without telling her to stop.
Hmm.
And then when she realized she was essentially being a rapist, that's when she freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, I thought he had said something weird, like a sister. Obviously, it gets revealed why, but I thought he had said like a sister's name or something like really creepy because it couldn't. The music just blurred out that part of his voice.
But no, he just kept saying, slower, and eventually she realized that he was trying to tell her to stop.
Yeah, but yeah, I love the scene. Who's the two bimbos? Jessica and the other one, Ronnie or something. We see the clown appear, or the girl Ronnie staggers out of the cornfield. No, it wasn't Ronnie. It was another one.
Yeah, it was just some random girl.
Some random. It was Ronnie and Jessica standing there, and she stamped out the crossbow. And I love the way it's all a joke.
Yeah. It's all a joke to them until they realize, oh God, this is real blood.
Yeah,
it's great too because it's like you don't know, like oh, that's so funny. Oh, guess we figured out what the boys are doing, and then the head gets thrown, and she's like, oh my God, they made this out of cast, blah 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 blah. And it's like that's really your go-to. Okay, it's like how fucking good are these kids at makeup effects if she's thinking that's fake?
If they were making movies, I know studios that can't make movies of this quality. And if they're doing that just to stick up YouTube, they should be headhunted literally by agents and stuff.
Right.
Like they'd be viral. Like if a series of guests was coming out every once a month, even these type of movies, you'd be flipping tuned in, wouldn't you?
Right.
But I think it all adds to the joke, that it's done that, and it's also making it's like a second layer of a joke about slasher movies. In general, the makeup and stuff. Oh, it's only this sort of head, it's that sort of head, it's that joke. Like I said, I was enjoying myself.
Yeah, it was great.
Then finally, when it revealed, oh, this is serious, and the clown comes out with a crossbow, and then you're thinking to yourself, how's he gonna? Right, there's a whole. You have to reload that every time. This isn't going to end well for the clown, and then Russ appears with a shotgun.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's over pretty quickly.
Right. It's like such an anticlimactic ending. And then like, go take the mask off. Let's find out who it is. And then that's when we find out it's not just one fucking person. It's a whole slew of clowns come out of the cornfield.
And this is where it just completely changes. You're like, this hasn't been done before. This is brilliant. Yes. That just, And then it just goes.
So damn good. Yeah, it's nonstop at that point.
Yep. But I have to say, I love, over the last 10 years, we've had gay thrown in our faces, absolutely shitty, obnoxious characters that just turn you off straight away. If you want to represent gay couples, this is how you fucking do it.
Yeah, 100%. This is like most of the gay people I know.
Yeah,
like
normal human beings.
Yeah, exactly. They're fucking people. They just so happen to get laid differently. Well, I mean, they get laid.
Yeah.
Fucking losers.
But the fact is, those two, they had a tiff that broke up, and all of a sudden everything falls into place with Cole. Why he's not sure, going through that. He's a fucking teenager. He doesn't know what what I mean? That makes sense. It's normal. See this, if you wanted, let's talk about representation. This is how you do it. The way
you don't beat people over the head with it. It's you don't need to.
They were accepted as well-rounded characters. They made sense. You get along with them. First of all, they're people you could still hang out with and talk to. But the way the absolute dickhead activist cunts have been doing it over the last 10 years has been ridiculous. It's had the opposite effect. You know what I mean? It's actually given ammunition to the holy rulers. Well done, people. Well done, you fucking idiots. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like all you're doing is leaning into a stereotype. It's like, man, come on.
Yeah, piss off with that shit. And anyone acts like a stereotype's a moron anyway. You're not going to hang out with them. They're a fucking dickhead. You're like, there's nothing to say to you. This is how you do it. Fucking easy. And you like the characters. Even Cole, he's the rich kid. His grandfather founded place, blah, blah, blah. But in all purposes, he's a nice guy. Yeah.
It's like, there's something off about him, but you don't realize what it is until, he's outed, essentially. And then it's like, oh, okay. I just thought he had a secret where he was really a cunt behind doors.
Yeah.
Nope. He's just secretly gay.
Yeah. And just figuring it out. And there's none less shit about, oppression, blah, blah, blah. Because it really could have leaned into that with the last scene with his father and stuff, why he was rejected. But it didn't. It didn't make it all about that. This was just happened to be two characters, and this was a plot point.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the whole rejection from his father had nothing to do with his sexuality. It was all because his father blamed him for his sister's death.
Yes.
Even though it wasn't his sister, or it wasn't his fault that his sister fucking accidentally died.
But once again, normal fleshed out characters, and things happen. People go, and the father's batshit crazy anyway. And this was just a little just a little extra, little bit of nuance, little bit of, things happen, and guess what? Those two are still figuring out their relationship. Fucking get it sorted at the end, because nothing like getting nearly murdered by a cult of clowns to bring people together.
And specifically your fucking father.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking, that's how you do it. Easy.
Yeah, absolutely. But I love the deaths of each of the clowns in like at the final scene. Yeah, 'cause we get revealed that of course Mr. Vern is one of them. But he's the very last one. One of them gets taken out by a pipe when Quinn's dad bursts through the wall.
I love that. Just ram a car into
Yeah,
them.
like, oh god, am I gonna be okay? Yeah, just splat. And then when oh fuck, whatever the sheriff's name is, I forget his name, but when he gets taken out,
Oh, the
it's
taser to the face.
just so perfect because he's talking shit like, oh, fucking kids these days, you're so goddamn stupid. And then he realizes he's the stupid one and then gets cooked internally.
Yep.
Fantastic.
And once again, they could have made Quinn, like, she's fucking nothing, you know what I mean? But you see her getting thrown about and stuff, so she has to use her brains, she has to use tools. I'm sick and tired of these weedy little girls that throw around accommodating stuntmen and the spinny, flippy kick and do all sorts of shit. You're like, nah. Once again, this isn't Girl Boss, this is Final Girl. Completely different things.
100%.
And you root for her when it happens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, she's definitely not impervious to shit. Like, she gets fucked up.
They realized they were led into a trap as well with the only house with the landline.
That, god damn it. That shit was so fucking funny. Because, yeah, like, there's a 16-year gap between me and my sister. So, different generations. That would be her if she had one of those in front of her. Like, she doesn't understand that shit. It's so funny because it's like, people like us, we use those as kids. And it's just so fucking funny how a decade can make a huge difference in how you can use technology.
But technology is so fast paced. Like, here's two examples over the last month in work. I had one kid that they run out of credit in their phone, so handed them the shop phone, and they flipped out. Now it's a handheld push button. Couldn't operate it.
What the fuck?
I am legit. I am not lying. I swear.
Huh.
And they like couldn't do it. I'm like, okay, do you want me to? No. And they had a flip out and went, something work experience kid, 17-year-old,
How complex is pressing buttons?
Yeah, they couldn't. The 3D completely flummoxed them.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Somebody went to me, what is this? I've never seen one of these before. It was an SD card. It wasn't even a floppy disk. It was an SD card.
What the fuck?
And they're like completely confused. What's this?
It's like we still use those nowadays.
Yeah,
it's very common technology.
They just come smaller. They still go on your phone if you want extra storage.
No, if you can do that. I fucking hate newer phones because, can't do that.
And I'm just like, I am the ancient traveler.
Yeah.
That was new. I remember that being new technology.
Oh, yeah. I remember when zip drives came out.
Oh,
it's like, oh my God, this is a floppy disk, but smaller? This is insane.
And then they couldn't compress TIFF files.
Yeah.
I remember it was actually one of the things I got into. I saved like my department $100 grand because they were backing everything up onto one single PC and they're using a zip drive, but all the images, the scanned images, were being saved as TIFF, and the zip drive wouldn't, because it was only what was the time, 50 gigabytes if it was compressed. So it was really only 25 gigabytes, and this thing was like the C drive is filling up and stuff. I'm like, my first thing was this is going to crash within a week. Sure enough, 3 days later, boom. Oh, you know what you're talking about.
Gasp.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's a reason you hired me.
Yeah. But sure, ignore me. And that's just been my career. I'm glad I don't do that shit anymore. It's just button heads. Yeah. You brought me in as a subject matter expert to help you, and then you're arguing with me over everything. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's I deal with that sometimes in my job, and it's like, you chose to come here for a reason, so why are you arguing?
I get it all day as well. Just people just want to argue for the sake of it, and you're like, go away. Somebody's arguing with me the price over something last week. Like, well, you don't have to be here. It's my right to be here. What are you talking about? You fucking just instantly jumped to that. I'm like, No,
like,
you dickhead. What I mean is you can go somewhere else.
right.
But it's my like. Also, this is private property. If I kick you out, that's it. All right, pay the price in. Fucking sorry about that. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
Right. It's like, you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Yeah, go somewhere
I have,
else.
I have no problem telling people that shit. It's like, this is the price. You don't like it? Guess what? Somebody else will do it cheaper, and I'll charge you double to fix it.
I every time people ask me for that, this kind of like, I'll double the price now. You're getting an extra 20 quid because you're a dick.
Yep. Anytime people ask for a discount, I add on $20 each time they say something, and it always shuts them up.
Yeah, that's what you do it, and guess what? You get a peaceful life.
Yeah.
I don't mind losing money for someone that's going to cause hassle all the time because I'm not here to cuddle people
Right.
in this world. Because don't need it. If you're decent to me, I'm decent back. I'll bend over backwards for you. But if you're a dick, no time.
100%. I think the world would be a better place if everybody lived by that ethos.
Oh well, it's not a perfect world. Never
Yeah.
will be. No such thing.
No. Yeah.
I think the minute you make peace with that, you let go of a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
The minute you realize people are always going to be idiots, and it's always going to change the face. It doesn't matter what the words are. There'll be different words next decade, but it'll be the same idiots.
Mm-hmm.
And it just goes on and on. It's part of the human condition.
Oh yeah. So that's why I stick with my books.
But yeah, we've got an
much
entire
more
town here basically have a clown cult, and yeah, because their syrup business went bust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. They decided that killing people's the way. It's not even to be a god or anything. They're just doing it for shits and giggles.
Pretty much. Well, and it's the whole thing is it's the reveal that it's tradition started by his grandfather, like the dad's grandfather. First it was hobos, and then it was hippies, and then it was burnouts, and now it's these kids because they're just as bad. Or actually, sorry, just they're the worst. You know, these kids that aren't really doing much of anything but making videos. And then the motherfucker talks about cat videos. Come on. That's the whole fucking purpose of the internet is stupid animal videos. Like
You're the worst, you cat video watching person. It's like
they're fucking awesome. Like that's literally all I have social media for is for animal videos. Oh, and
do you
stay in touch with
understand
people.
that the mainstream, the legacy media hate YouTubers? We are despised.
I get it. I fucking hate YouTubers too.
No, that's the whole thing is absolutely despised. They hate it because they're polished studios with all their camera crews and their makeup artists and stuff. Nobody gives a shit anymore, and they absolutely despise it. But somebody with a camera on their phone taking a picture of a cat or something, that's going to get more views. Or people like us just sitting chatting the shit about a movie gets more attention than all the magazines now. They hate us too because they used to think they were the access media who got in with the studios and got first releases and stuff. Nobody gives a shit about them anymore because they're just shills and they talk shit, and because we always make sense. But
we do, god damn it.
But you know what I mean? That absolutely, that is born out of something that's actually grounded. There's a resentment towards YouTubers by other branches of the media. It's funny.
I mean, it's just the whole you have what I can't have, so fuck you, you're my enemy.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what set these people off cat videos. And there's something just hilarious about that.
Yeah, but it's so funny too because it's like there's so much hate because it's presumed that the kids burnt the building down, and it's like all the adults know that that's not what happened, but yet they're carrying on with the ruse, so the kids just are like, fuck, why do they hate us so much? They know we didn't do this shit.
But it's easy because if you have a narrative, you say the same words and you believe it yourself. Go, we'll see that today. You know what I mean? It's never changed.
That is true.
Find the right comforting words, say them over and over again. You can hate whoever you want. And especially the shinier your good guy badges, the deeper the shadow it hides.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, I mean, anyone is projecting peace and love, just fucking watch them closely because, dark past, something's going on there. I have a major problem with virtue signaling because I just know the sort of person that does it, and I'm like, no interest.
Right.
I just love the end scene reminded me of RoboCop, the final clown.
Yeah.
And just like that car was not going that speed.
Yeah, and people don't do that. People don't just explode, unfortunately. But it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I think it was just a bit of comedy for the end, just for
100%. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you could have even got that car to go fast enough with whatever kind of head start to do that kind of damage.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Never
just
mind
made it
that
all that
short
much better.
little thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just had a little just a bit of a shits and giggles at the end. It's
Mhm.
just a windscreen wiper going,
Yeah,
and the
so
fact
good.
they're so nonplussed at this point about blood and gore is like, yeah, they're over it. Yeah,
Yeah.
this was a fun movie. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, man, I'm fucking so happy that I was wrong about how you're gonna react. Because yeah, I fucking loved the movie. I thought it was fantastic. And it's nice because it seems like Shudder is starting to do some theater releases of their movies, and I really hope that becomes more of a norm. Because yeah, this is one that it was great to be able to see it on a big screen.
Yeah, well, I had to do it online. Obviously, it's not over here.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but still, I just Shudder has a chance to do something really good. They just need to get
Mhm.
their act together.
That's the thing. It's like they every time I think that they're really gonna do it, like do more than just Joe Bob stuff, they shit the bed and revert back to just the Joe Bob stuff, which is great. Like, I mean, that's the whole reason I still have a Shutter account.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, it seems like all the smaller startup ones like Screenbox and shit, they're pulling like the real exclusives, and Shutter's just kind of always teetering the line of could be great, could be like HBO Max
It's
type
frustrating.
like bigness, but yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully, they're maybe. I think maybe we're going through a period of. There's a lot of companies having to think what they're at because they've been hurt badly because they've just
Mhm.
pissed the customer base off that much,
Well,
and
part
they're
of the
having to like
problem
reevaluate.
well, part of the problem right now is the ramifications of the strikes. Like,
Mhm.
this is where we're gonna start seeing less and less because they weren't able to make as much as they used to then. And frankly, I'm pretty sure that's why this got uh a semi-wide release, like got an actual theatrical run versus just going straight to streaming, because there's not shit in theaters right now,
Bring
really.
back them low mid tier movies again.
Well, and that's the
Not everything
problem.
has
Is
to
it's
be a
like,
$400 million fucking.
and that's the
Uh,
problem. It's like it seemed like with all the success that Godzilla minus one had, the idea of doing the mid-level movies and just making an ungodly amount of money off that would become the norm again, because that's how it was in the 80s and the
yep.
90s,
Or have a
even
mix.
later into the early 2000s. Like, that was the range where most companies made their big money and were able to do their tentpole movies.
Final
But now
Destination
we don't
Bloodlines,
have it.
50 million.
Yeah.
That's gonna, it's already made its double. I think it's hitting
Hmm.
trouble now. It's already made its money back, and I think
Oh yeah.
including the promotion cost. I mean, it's a success. You can't deny that.
Hmm.
Look good. Didn't need it. Yeah, it was a bit of ropey CGI, but most of it looked good.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to have that though.
Yeah,
Like, if it didn't have, like, if it looked perfectly real, it'd be fucking goofy. Like, you gotta stick with the theme of the movies.
yeah, but it didn't take you away from the movie.
Hmm.
But they didn't spend 400 million. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
don't
I
need
still
to.
need to see it.
You don't need to spend 400 million on a movie for it
Mm-mm.
to look good. And Godzilla minus one, 11 million.
And
Looked
that made
fantastic. And you compare that to the
so
Godzilla
much
X
money.
Kong, fucking hell. Like, it's,
Yeah, no, and those are garbage fucking cartoon movies.
yeah.
Like, the
But
minus one was
270
so
million.
valuable.
Godzilla X Kong was like 270 million.
Hmm.
And it came out pretty much the same time as Godzilla minus one.
Hmm.
Look at the Godzilla. Look at the way the tail, the plex plant, when it went to charge up, they actually popped out and it looked amazing.
Hmm.
Where you've gooey fucking neon lights, woo woo, shite.
Yeah. Well, it's just crazy too because it had not just one theatrical run, but a secondary release in black and white, and it's like it's just
You
that's
win.
the level that we should be playing in again.
Yep.
Is just that mid-range, because there's not as much loss if it fails, but there's so much to gain from it if it
But
wins.
look at this movie and look at Popeye the Slayer Man. They were made by people that give a shit. You
Hmm.
feel like they care, and you feel like they want to entertain you.
Hmm.
You get that. Oh, they want me to have fun here. Happy day. I'm on board. I'll support you.
Hmm.
And then you can still have your big summer blockbusters, but put a intersperse these in between, and we'll get balance again.
Hmm. Well, and especially with horror, because it's like that's what horror always was that was the you know, oh, it was worse than pornography, but that's what always ended up making the studios the most money, because they would spend not a whole bunch, but get a whole bunch back. And then that's what funded the next big thing that would ultimately be forgotten about.
But kept the normies happy for a weekend.
hmm
What topic or villain creature would you like to see explored in the horror movie? I'm not that attached. As long as, like I said, I'm just looking for a good story.
hmm
Tell me a good story. You can put anything in it. I like
Yeah.
creature features, and we haven't had a good. I think we need a good old creature feature now.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I mean, I
But
really liked the Wolfman. I know a lot of people didn't.
oh god, no,
I
really.
I, I fucking loved it, man.
I
I
was
thought it was
I
fantastic.
snored. That was bland as fuck. Sorry.
Hmm.
Nah.
I liked it. I thought it was a nice turn on a wolf movie. Like, we actually got the perspective of the werewolf, so I dug it.
No. Each their own. We'll disagree on that one because I just didn't enjoy
That's
that
fair.
at all. But you know what I mean? It doesn't just give me a good story. Give me characters. Not these wooden planks that have been going about at the moment.
Mm.
And don't preach at me. Don't care. Just don't preach. You preach at me, I'm not listening.
Yeah.
You instantly turn me off the minute you start going, you're a bad person because you don't listen to my holy words. Whatever those holy words might be, I am not playing.
Right. Yeah. It's like nobody understands subtext.
Yeah. There you go. That was fun.
Fuck yeah, guys. Check it out. Should be
Yep.
coming to Shooter or Shutter pretty soon, because it's just finished its theatrical run in the States. So
Yep.
hopefully soon, and definitely watch it.
Yep. Definitely. And thanks for everyone for turning up. And just needless to say, until next time, keep updated with the channel, do the typical things, and remember to keep it creepy,
Keep it
keep it
horror.
horrific.